Alright, so just as I'm about to prepare this kit for priming, I have to of course finish up the remaining stuff that was on this kit. Mainly the armored ships, or armored, A.R.M.D. No one, where is the here we go. It's called A.R.M.D. and of course there's A.R.M.D. 01 and 02. They're not the same as you could see here. They have like the flight deck here and some sort of circular pad, I guess, for maintenance of the aircraft. Or, well, actually, there's the universal sign of the rescue sign, the medical sign. So it could be medical craft here. And if you flip over, look under it, it has this cool little section here where I guess the fighters actually take off from under and above, if you want to do it that way. I know for this model kit, the sections will be like this. As a matter of fact, here's the arm and the cannon that's on it. And how it's supposed to be is, well, for this one, you want to put it like this here. Like that. Actually, it doesn't say in what position you need to do it, because I've noticed that this cover. Oh, so let me go back to this one. This, you can build this model kit on its own, and it has this cover with or without the hole. Of course, we're going to keep it with the hole, so we're going to keep it on the ship. But if you want to keep it like a small little fleet of ships, on the side of the SDF-1, you could do that. It'd be nice if you had other, more of these. But interestingly enough, this does not come with a stand. It would have been nice if it did, other than just leaving it there, but let's, maybe now we thought about that. There's an amazing array of detail here, especially here on the sides, on the flight deck here, and above, and under here. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work of me not only painting this, but detailing each section here. Not to mention the fact that we have the decals that you could put on this. So this is going to be a lot of work here. A lot of work. I can understand like this entire section, but there's several little sections here they have to paint, and I'm going to probably end up hand painting it. I'll probably do some masking and all that stuff, but for like the little minute ones, hand painting is probably going to be something that I'm going to be working on. Now, I haven't built the little monsters yet. I will do that soon enough. But I wanted to focus on this, which is the fighters that's on this. And where is my thing to cut this off? Oh, there it is. So here is the fighter wing. You have the Valkyrie's standard, could be the VF-1J, the VF-1J, I guess. Well, this could be the VF-1S or 1J, however you want to say it. They're too small to do some, good detail. But as I was reading the manual, you could it takes two colors. You have the standard white color. And then, of course, a little dab of a dark color here for the cockpit there, and then, of course, the dab of the dark color here for that booster back here. And then I have to then cut this off using my well, fortunately, and I just thought of that a moment ago, I think I still have, where is it? Here we go. I don't know if this is going to work. Remember, I won this at MosquitoCon last year, which is basically a photo etch scissor. Yeah, scissors for photo etch parts. has a good feel to it. But actually, I don't want to damage the scissor. So I'm going to cut the main part here. And I don't want to warp the plastic, but can this cut pretty well? I just want to make sure. Okay, that's good. This is a good good scissor type thing. Good, because I want to cut this in a way where I don't want to damage it. Now I am leaving this on this plate so I can paint it, then cut it, then place the fighter wings on this. One wing goes here and the other wing goes there. But of course that's when I'm done painting this guy. So cool that I have this. Let's put this away. There we go. So good detail on this ship. I really like it, and now it's time for me to start putting some parts onto trees and well, no, because to tell you the truth, I mean, other than this one holding onto this, I don't have anything to hold onto this, so this will probably be freehand. These are being held by a sticky tack. Let me just remove it. There we go. Come on. There we go. And I'll just remove that tack there. So I gotta remove this one, and then I gotta remove from the other ship as well. And then that way I can paint this separate. Alright, so what do you guys think of that? Let's now begin the priming phase. Alright, so I just finished priming all the parts using this finishing Surfacer 1500 gray. And it's partially dry. I use my Grex airbrush. So I use this now for partially, basically for priming. I only use that airbrush for that. Try to cover a wide area. I have all the little parts here, as you can see. And I have decided not to put the clear parts on the legs. Yeah, to tell you the truth, when I looked at the model kit, it does have the clear parts, but I think it'll be a lot easier to paint these parts, which is for the areas, and give it a distinctive look to it. So I thought, you know what, no clear parts. The only clear part that's going to probably be right there in the the bridge. Here's of course the little mini monsters there, as you can see. And I forgot to have other cannons that goes on that ship, and I just gotta remember which color each goes to. So that's primed. This entire section is primed. Now, you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, this thing is gray. You're painting it, you're priming it gray. Yes, I am priming it gray because I want to cover whatever mistakes, any scar marks that's out there. That's the whole purpose of priming. So I used the gray primer. I was originally going to use black primer, and then maybe do a little pre-shading by spraying out light areas of gray in specific parts. But I thought maybe that'll be a little too much because there's so much detail on this kit. I mean, look at the amount of detail that the priming after painting this. Look how much of the priming detail looks like. I mean, it's minuscule, but it's there. It's an abundance. And there are times where I'm saying to myself, "Oh my God, what have I gotten myself into?" Here's the thrusters, of course, that I primed. I'm gonna get a I'm gonna get a what do you call it? Q-tip and dab it with a little bit of thinner because I want to open up the holes in that spacings in there. And I'm trying to figure out whether I should do what I'm originally going to do, but I haven't thought of that yet. So I'll discuss that in a minute. Right now I want to focus on this. So I also painted the legs and this, and I even painted the LEDs. I can wipe that off with a Q-tip, with a thinner and Q-tip on it. And I got to test it to make sure it works. Hopefully it didn't fail on me. I even primed the fighters. So, and I cut the huge extra plastic on that, so that way it'll be a lot easier for me to snip it off and put it on the armored arms. The armored arms, yes, I think that's how it's called. Armored 1 and Armored 2. Now, what I'm planning to do, and I should have had this prepped a moment ago, but certain things always seem to get in my way. Now, like I said before, I could have easily painted the kit. I'm sorry, correction. I could have easily primed the kit black, and then used that as a base for pre-shading. That is what I was originally going to do. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try the technique that I did in my previous build, where I did a light pass of the paint, and then and before I did a second layer, I applied a little bit of panel lining to give it a little bit more detail to it. So for something like this, let me see how this works. I have others, but maybe let me just try this. Yeah. It's minuscule, but it's also maybe this is not the appropriate thing to use. I mean, I could do it in bigger areas. Smaller areas is a bigger problem. Kind of hard to see this. Maybe this is not what I want to use. An interesting idea, but not perfect enough. Where is my other product that I always use? Should have thought of this ahead of time. But sometimes when you think about this in your head, you say, oh, alright, we could do that, but then, see, these are things that I always show off that sometimes I thought it would be a good idea, and it turns out to be a mistake. It's not a mistake now, because I'm still trying to figure this out. Let me get back to you on this. Hold on.